Namaskaram. Thank you, all of you. I really am feeling overwhelmed seeing my students having come up here and danced so wonderfully. I did not expect this from all the online that they have been doing. I'm truly proud. I want to introduce my students to you. Group 1, Anika Ji Reddy. Would you come on stage? Anika Ji Reddy, Shruti Nair and Shweta Nair. They will do their namaskaram to finish up. So each group is going to come up, do their namaskaram. Takka dhimi, takka jhanu, takka dhimi, takka jhanu, dhimi. Shruti Nair. Anika Ji Reddy. Shweta Nair. We'll have group 2 come up. This is such a very unique experience, really. I have met 2 of them for the first time. I've been teaching them for a couple of months, but I met them face to face hardly a few weeks ago. We'll start by the namaskara. Go. Takka dhimi, takka jhanu, takka dhimi, takka jhanu. Oz Dingra. Give it up for Oz Dingra. Serene Dudukian. Siri Pranavi Raja. Asha Lapin. Sharvi Miryala. And Adira Raju. Adira Raju and Siri Pranavi Raja are the 2 students that I'm really just meeting a few weeks ago. But they have been, the way they have interacted over Zoom has taught me that there's way more possibilities even if we are online. So I just want, and Serene too, I just met her for a month or so and then COVID began. So I just want to congratulate this young group for some of them it's their first time ever on stage, and they learned on Zoom, and they have practiced by themselves. We could not have many live rehearsals, practiced by themselves, and at such a young age they have really managed so many things, including their announcements and so many dressing up. So I really appreciate them. Very well done. I want to introduce group 3. 3 and 4 can both come on stage actually. Takka dhimi takka janu takka dhimi takka janu takka dhimi. Medayasa. Ishayasa. Snigdha Boinapalli. Shrika Miryala. Ezra Kurian. This class, we also have a few students who could not join because of the situation, and we really miss them. I just want to acknowledge they have also practiced just the way these children have. Prarthana Praveen, Krista Madhu, Priyana Tandon, and Kirtana Tenkayala. You guys, if you're watching online on Facebook, I just want to say kudos to you guys for continuing to have practiced even though you knew that you are not going to be able to make it to the recitals. I really, really applaud those who could not make it here as well. Group 5. This is currently our senior most class, and I have many thanks to give them because they have really just done things on their own, and I've not been able to, I did not need to oversee them. They basically took care of everything they did, including their practices. They have arranged. It's very nice to see when they're independent. So I just want to thank Manu, Yana, Tara for all the help that they have given me morally as well as other ways. Manvita Cherukuri. Yana Verma. Tara Kurian. So we have this small tradition at Pragati that when students graduate after high school, we do an acknowledgement. And this time, it is time for me to say to my own daughter, she just graduated high school, and I just want to acknowledge her willingness to have stayed and learned with me kindergarten through 12th grade. I think just staying with a mother and learning for that many years, I just want to appreciate my daughter. She will now be going into what she always wanted to do, architecture. So she's going into the School of Environmental Design and Architecture at Cal Poly Pomona. And I really ask all of you to please give her your good will and your good wishes. We also have here Ria Dudalwar. She was helping. She was a student here as well, but she is lend a helping hand today. She did not perform, but I just want to acknowledge Ria Dudalwar's help today as well. So regarding, it's very strange to talk about your own children. I think I'm not. So, but I do want to take the time to do that, just like I have done with other students. So Tara, she has helped whenever I've been in need. and she has stuck with even though I have nagged her a lot. She has, when push comes to shove, she's always there, helping out in whatever is needed in the right manner. Even for this show, the brochure, the flyer, everything, I had to just dump things on her, and she just did it. Throughout the 13 years, she just like the other, they have all grown up as a group, and I just love the way that the children have built their friendship and their sisterhood. I also want to acknowledge at this time my husband. Usually I always thank the parents for raising a wonderful child. I've always been blessed. We have such wonderful students that it's only because of the parents. And today I want to take the time to acknowledge my husband and her father, Anup Kurian. And many thanks are due, but before that I want to have Tara actually just share her experience. I know it's hard to share as a daughter and a student, but I would like her, just like the ones who have gone before her, to share her experience in her learning dance. So
Hi. I remember watching the older students practice at the Pasadena Temple when I was in preschool, and I was waiting for the day that I could be part of my own class. Seeing how much the older girls loved the art form, I was thrilled when I reached the age when I could partake in the classes as well. My classmates became close friends. We went from being troublemakers to finally being able to learn an entire piece in a year. Every year, Come to Auntie, my mom assigns us themes for each annual show. We had to make choreographies using critical thinking and use this ability to transform thoughts into dance and match each year's new theme. When I struggled to think of new moves, I could bounce ideas off of my classmates and brainstorm new movements. Being able to share ideas with these people in my dance class assisted me with my communication skills, and I was able to apply these skills learned into my daily life. Being a part of Pragati for 13 years has taught me many skills that I wouldn't be able to learn anywhere else. I was taught to think differently, not only with my mind, but through movement as well. I additionally learned how to memorize things quickly at a young age, how to learn a dance piece, and how to work on the finishing touches as well. Dance also taught me about endurance. There were times in which I felt I reached a dead end with an item and I would never get any better. But when I put extra time and effort into my practices, I could see significant progress in my dance. Being a dancer was never easy for me. I had to learn from a young age to be more organized so I could keep up my grades and be able to dance well. This became a struggle for me because I like to do things on my own time. Eventually this led to a lot of procrastination, and I had to teach myself to do these kinds of things promptly. I'm still learning, but I know I've gotten better. I'm thankful for my classmates who have been there with me since we were 5. They made my entire experience as a dancer amazing, and I couldn't imagine a better batch. We built a bond that is unbreakable, and I know I won't experience another bond as unique as ours. We have worked together from kindergarten to my senior year, and they're such big parts of my life. I want to thank my little brother. Before he even started classes, I could see his love for dance, and he would always encourage me for my performances and make me feel like the best dancer. I want to thank my dad because he has always helped out with our dances every year. I know he has to deal with dance festivities going on in the house 24/7, but knowing that he's proud of me after every performance made the effort I put into each dance worth it. Finally, I want to thank my teacher, aka my mom, Dr. Elizabeth Korean. I know it was definitely a struggle having to figure out when to be a mom and when to be a teacher. I'm well aware that I annoyed her almost every time, every class without fail, but I've gotten better. I want to thank her for always pushing me to be the best dancer I can be, and for staying up late with me when I couldn't figure out how to do certain dance steps. She always put in an extra effort to make sure I did my dance piece as well. She's an amazing teacher. I learned so many life lessons from her in class that she has shared with us students. She taught me the importance of dance in our daily lives and lessons I will never forget. I'm forever grateful for this amazing and irreplaceable experience, and I can't wait to continue my dance experience in college.
Okay, I had to wait this many years to hear such nice things. But yes, I also see among the audience, there are so many here who have been part of raising not only my child, but Yana and Manu as well. So I just want to, it takes a community, and hardly any of us could, it's a small gathering, but I think it's precious. So thank you for all of you who came. Now, sorry, it's a bit of choreography here. But let me thank, this show would not have happened without this lovely place here, Bonita Performing Arts Center. And I want to thank the theater manager, Patrick, the wonderful, wonderful production manager, Melissa Stone, Ashley, who was with us, bringing in the students. At the tech, we had Scott and Tom, and then we had Emily and Megan. Thank you guys, you did it seamlessly. We had no rehearsal. We just came up, the kids just marked their spaces, and we just went on. And I think without them, we would not have been able to do it this elegantly. So thank you, Bonita, for showing us. As always, this show never happens with just a few people, but it happened with many people. One of the key people, Mohana Manihar, who has always supported Pragati for the first time in 16 years. She's not here physically, but she has been doing a lot of background work. And I want to thank Mohana Manihar for doing, I cannot even count. I think she even set up the live streaming today last minute, and her daughter, Ishika Muchal. So thank you, Mohana Manihar and Ishika Muchal. The willingness to give of your talent and your skills, I really appreciate Mr. Saji Baby and Mr. Jerry Chaco. They are not, unfortunately the protocol doesn't allow me to have them on stage. I just got to know after I had my husband on stage. I was told so I cannot do that. So please would you turn the lights on for Mr. Saji Baby and Mr. Jerry Chaco. They have done the videography today. They've come in early. It's a lot of hours of work. So thank you, Saji, and thank you, Jerry, for your willingness, your time, your talent. It's a precious gift you give to our children, the memories that they can have. Thank you. I also want to thank my nephew and his wife, Vivek Kartedata and Reina Aib. They were here. Vivek was helping with the live streaming, and Reina was backstage as an adult hand with all the children. So thank you, Vivek and Reina. I also want to thank Niketa Verma and family, actually. The brochures were printed, so many things that they have simply asked and done, and I did not have to take care of. This time has been very different in just getting a show out, not meeting people physically, not having a chance to really plan things out, not even meeting my own students physically. So I really want to thank all of you who put in your best spirits forward. Thank you. I hope I have not forgotten anybody, but I cannot but mention that without the parents, the students would not be doing what they are. So I want to really applaud the parents who had this time to step up way more than usual. That means they had to make sure the practice videos were sent in every week, that their practice logs were done, and so much more involvement on top of regular things. So I really applaud the parents. Without your support, without the value you give to this art form and to the learning process, our children would not be doing what they're doing. So thank you, parents, for everything that you have done. So we are concluding this evening's recital. Thank you so much, each of you, for taking the time. Usually we do have a meet and greet and dinner. We unfortunately cannot do any of that. I already had my son ask about dinner, but we cannot do that. But thank you for coming. I will have Yana give the last FYI.
Now, once again, the performance and all of the students here got the opportunity to perform in person in front of an audience, and that feeling is inexplainable, and it's such a joy for all of us, and we're so grateful to every single one of you guys that took time out of your busy lives to come here. And a couple of reminders, once again, as I stated while introducing the performance, we are collecting donations for Give India. It's such an amazing organization, and they truly do need every single amount of support that they can get. So please, if you would like to donate, you can give the checks to my mom, Ms. Nikita Verma. And also, we do have to exit the building as soon as possible by 6 p.m. So you guys can all take your belongings and exit the building, and you will be able to meet your students outside and enjoy with them. So have a great rest of the night. And once again, thank you all so much for coming.